That's where I'm at home, where the game is played. I'm like an old man on the beach with a metal detector, trying to find that piece of gold no one else sees.
Do you think that's me?
Straight up? No.
Wow. Ouch.
But you might be. You just tried to run before you could walk or crawl. That's why you ended up where you needed to be.
Shanghai.
Then you learned how to crawl. That's why you're here.
Keep grinding.
But there's something more for you. Something missing.
Like what?
I put in a word for you once, AI. Just make sure I want to do it again.
AI, my man. Get over here.
Hey, Coach. Coaches.
AI.
You know, everyone on this team really appreciates everything you've done. You know that, right?
Well, I haven't had a chance to do anything yet, Coach, but I'm excited to win this team some games. I mean, y'all need me.
Ha. We appreciate that confidence. You are gonna be just fine. I have a sixth sense about these things.
Thanks. That means a lot.
So there is no easy way to say this, but the South Bay Lakers now have unlimited credit at Reggie's, players and staff included.
Okay, I'm confused. What's Reggie's?
Reggie's Famous Grinder. It's the food truck on Sepulveda. Every local blog, top 10, 5 stars on every app that matters, and we're their new local lunch stop.
Oh, they make great sandwiches. The tuna melt is out of this world. They put 2 to 3 cheeses on every sandwich. It's great.
Swiss and provolone.
Swiss, provolone, and no rye.
No rye.
You like rye?
I'm more of an Italian roll guy myself. So, what is going on here?
Well, we made a deal. And Reggie's was in the deal we made, and we got a player, plus they're covering our Reggie's bill for a full year as part of the trade.
Trade for what?
It's a business. It's a business, kid.
Where am I going now?
Hey, you AI? Have a seat.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
I'm just finishing up here. So,
Coach Cal.
just taking a nice long look at you. Welcome to the Mad Ants, son.
Thank you, sir. Glad to be here.
Yeah, I appreciate you saying that with a straight face.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to offend.
No, it's Fort Wayne, Indiana. You know, I mean, here's what you need to know: the summers, the winters. Okay, we don't have any sports stations here, so we get all of our news from the Indianapolis affiliate. Okay, let me tell you something about Indianapolis. They think they're so cool because they have like a restaurants and a mall, schools. We don't need all that stuff in Fort Wayne. Okay, thank you very much. But you know, we got other stuff here, like we got
Basketball?
yes, like basketball, and oh, you know what else we have? Amish people. Did you know that?
No, sir. There's a lot of Amish.
I got you. Bro, I got you. Would you just hold still? I'm only gonna do this once. All right, Howie. I miss. I pay for every dinner this season, all right? Enough with the speeches, Paul. Throw it! All right, here it comes. Ready? 1, 2.
Hey, man, you need a little...
Oh, hey, sorry, man.
It's all good, it's all good.
Wait. New guy.
Yeah.
Hey, yo! New guy. I'm Howie.
Hey, nice to meet you, bro.
I'm the guy you'll see at the end of the bench. I think Coach mostly keeps me around because he doesn't know I exist. Occasionally he calls me Doug and confuses me with the equipment guy. Asks me to pick up a towel here and there.
And do you?
No, that's Doug's job. I don't want Doug to lose his job.
Hey, do you know which one of these is my locker?
Just pick one. That's what I usually do. Or just toss my stuff in a heap in the corner.
AI. Lock is over there. Make sure to put a new plate on this morning.
Hey, thanks, man. Hey, wait, you Paul Tatum, right?
Yeah?
4 seasons with the Bulls, 6 with the Heat, one of those with the ring.
Yeah, now I'm a mad ant.
We working together.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Man, that's awesome. You a legend. I patted my hook shot after you. Man, I am not worthy.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm excited to see what we can do out there.
Thanks. Hey, can I get through real quick?
No, I'm good.
Look, bro, I'm gonna need you to slide over, okay? That's my locker.
See you on the floor.
Hey, yo, what's up with him?
Him? Is that a trick question?
No, the dude who was just by my locker, you know, only speaks in 2-word bursts.
He actually talked? It's Marcus Young. Must be warming up to you.
That's good to know.
So, I hear we get you and South Bay gets a deli counter?
Point guard too, but yeah. Open tab at a sandwich shop was part of the deal. Apparently it's on all the important lists.
I love lists.
Okay, cool. So, anything else I should know about this place?
Okay, so it breaks down like this. The bus. Don't even waste space in your bag for one of those neck pillows. It doesn't matter. You're not gonna sleep. You know, old gym socks everywhere. You know, basically, it smells like the 70s. Keep your shower time to a minimum. It's just good business because there's always a line. You guys kind of know to look out for each other here. Come on, let's move it! The food you already know about. Since we're always on the move, it's typically cheap and local. Local meaning a highway convenience mart or hotel vending machine if we don't have time for a longer stop. And we play cards. Lots and lots of cards. Buy a deck because playing euchre or beret with a few clubs missing just makes the bus ride that much longer. We have one of the toughest schedules in the league. And most of those travel miles are through stretches of the country that make your phone as useful as a paperweight. Welcome to the Mad Ants.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yo, check this out, man. When we get out there, I want to be sure that we are clear about who I am and who you are.
Hey, look, man. Coach wanted me here. Okay, that means that he thought that the roster was missing something. It was lacking. Now, I know who I am. So if I was to take a guess about who I would say you are, I'd say you're lacking.
It's my team. It's not yours. It's never going to be yours. I'm going to get my numbers.
Hey, man, everyone gets numbers. But they gotta be big if they mean something.
Okay. Let's see who scores the most points tonight.
Okay, you're on.
Your eyes sharp tonight. Teamwork plans, all smoke and mirrors.
Smoke and mirrors.
a man.
Jackson Ellis.
In living color, in the flesh, large and in charge. You name it, I am it. And like the phoenix, I have risen again.
Yeah? See, because I'm just surprised they let you through those metal detectors with all that steel pulsing through those broke knees, Jack.
Classic Tatum. All set up and no punchline. You sure you know how to play this game, man? Last time I checked, we weren't dropping set shots at the peach baskets.
AI, Howie, Jackson Ellis.
Hold up, freeze frame! Money, whenever you need it. ATM is in the building. What's up?
Okay, I'm confused. What is happening?
Oh, this is great. It's like a horror movie. They're everywhere.
And ATM. Smoke and mirrors.
You might not see us coming.
And you definitely won't see us go.
Better check your wallet, son, because you just got jacked.
Hey, who's your little, tag-along gang, Tater? Looks like they got laws at the last week's Bieber concert.
Bieber!
Man, please with all this middle school trash talk. I used to study your moves coming up, Ellis. I'm gonna be like your shadow tonight. Anywhere you are, that's where I'll be.
Ooh, looks like we got ourselves a player, ATM.
Yeah. First name A, last name I. From what we've seen, artificial intelligence pretty much sums up your whack game.
Okay, well, you better have all your money in the safe, ATM, because this crowd's about to see exactly how 2 dinosaurs went extinct.
Is that right? Well then, talk's over, little man. We're gonna make it our personal mission to make sure that every scout sees the tape of this here game, uses it as an example to show where your career went to die.
Look, enough talk. Let's play.
We'll be seeing you out there.
Smoke and mirrors. Out.
Okay, so that happened.
Man, please, they all talk.
Whoa. Don't fool yourself, kid. They used to be in the league for a reason. We underestimate them, they will bury us.
Welcome, everyone, to another game of Mad Ants basketball. I'm Blake Suniga alongside Tim Swartz and Brian Vanafatemi. We have a great game in store for you tonight.
Well, I know Mad Ants fans have been waiting for this game as AI, the viral dunk legend, has made his way here via trade. Tonight is his debut, and it'll be a fun one.
And as fun as it will be for the Mad Ants to see what AI can do, they'll have their hands full with Ellis and ATM, the pair they call Smoke and Mirrors.
Great nickname and a lot to watch for here in this great matchup. And he'll let you know it, but Jackson Ellis is as talented as anybody in this league.
Well, Blake, confidence has never been a problem for Ellis. Even before he was teamed up with ATM, he was regarded as one of the future names in the league.
Now here's Ellis to the middle. Jones takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it in.
As much as Ellis likes creating for himself, he's a supreme passer too, a phenomenal feed to create that easy look. Well, it's no secret that DeMarcus Young has his sights set on a larger stage. He'll tell anyone willing to listen that he wants to be in the NBA, and to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if he got there sooner rather than later.
5 to shoot, Trigger screen. Shot from the top of the key, that's good on the jumper.
Young, he's really maturing as a player, finding all the different ways to score. Uses the screen perfectly to free himself up.
Now here's Bishop. Down low. Ellis shot's good. Well, if you recognize Jackson Ellis, there's a reason. He spent some time in the NBA before coming here to work his way back.
And Ellis is a guy who has his hands in everything. I think he's worked as a shoe rep in the past. Just a guy who is always around the game of basketball one way or another.
Now here's Young. AI left side. with the shot, and again, it's Fort Wayne.
No excuse playing off of AI like this. He's a threat to shoot as soon as he gets the rock.
Schrader, the screen. Outside for Ellis. And lots of contact there, missing the shot, but he'll shoot two.
Well, you watch Ellis play, and it is clear that he is a very tricky player on the floor.
Every move he makes, he does with precision and purpose. I mean, sometimes it seems like he's winging it out there, but he knows exactly what he's doing with the ball at all times.
You just gotta love watching Ellis play.
That one falls, so he hits them both.
You know, when Ellis and ATM get their smoke and mirrors rolling, watch out. You're gonna hear about it.
Trigger screen. Shot off the pick. And the rebound goes to the Swarm.
Boy, I mean, that shot had no chance of going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Really ill-advised.
Well, you know that this offense is going to lean heavily on the smoke and mirrors pick and roll.
And even though they do it with some flash, credit Ellis and ATM for being very refined in how well they can execute the two-man game.
Now here's Young, and finished off by Marcus Young.
Smart when it comes to penetration. Give Young these chances to knife inside, and he'll take them.
Ellis with it. From 12 feet out, and down it goes. 2 points.
Don't take your eyes off him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor.
Not too much to be said about Young, other than he's a standout player.
Has an edge to him on and off the court. He can be described as curt at times, but hopefully he's just a player focused on improving his game.
Well, I mean, to me at least, Brian, it looked like it was going to be an easy 2 points there.
Yeah, and I can't quite read his lips, but it's pretty easy to tell. He's got some angry words for himself after that miss, but you don't want to keep your head down for too long. Get your head back in the game and get him next time.
Now here's AI, and the call will be against Jackson Ellis. That's his first foul. The Swarm making a switch here. Stolen by Jackson Ellis. And they're on the break.
We know what the Swarm offense is all about, smoke and mirrors. Ellis and Middleton are the engine for this team. Yeah, the D definitely slow reacting to the step back that time.
And the Mad Ants call time here. And for the last few seasons, smoke and mirrors have been a terror in the G League.
Both ATM and Ellis compete with cutthroat attitudes. I love to see that. With their skill and aggression, they are a huge problem for opposing defenses, and they aren't an easy matchup for anyone in the G League with how they can score and create.
Probably the best tandem we have in the G League right now. Well, you talk to anybody on the Mad Ants, and they'll have a story to tell you about Howie Carter.
Carter is very well liked on the team and brings a good amount of balance to the locker room. Very outgoing player who helps the team bond.
Here's Gaines. And there's the pick. Ellis, covered by AI, and the foul called on AI. That will be his second foul of the game. Here's AI. Pass to Tatum. Daniels. To the middle. Tatum outside. Tipped. Out of bounds. It'll be Swarm ball.
He didn't get his hands up in time. They just weren't on the same page.
The Mad Ants making a switch here. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And with ATM, surely his ability to move with his size is a handful to deal with.
He is surprisingly nimble for a player of his size and strength.
Shot's good by Bishop.
The defenders didn't really even get a sniff of him on that move to the cylinder.
And here are the Mad Ants. It's a 14-point game. Grace down low. He's covered by Schrader. Grace no good.
Well, you love the tough D, especially inside.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he gives you, constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
That pass just had a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, that was going to be a tough catch for either of them. I mean, these are basketball players, not wide receivers.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Ellis outside. 6 to shoot. And stolen by AI. Well, we know that AI came over via trade. Officially, it was for cash considerations, but the rumors say it was something more specific.
Less of cash considerations and more of roast beef recompense. What I'm getting at is that he was traded for sandwiches. Not a high point for him, but I'm sure he'll look back at some point and laugh at it all. One would hope.
Well, he should be using it as, you know, a means of motivation, Tim. And finished off by Jeff Schrader.
And their lead gets even more enormous. They've played terrific basketball at both ends.
No doubt about it. I certainly can't think of an area where they've underperformed.
And neither can I.
Now here is Tatum. Looking for his first basket still in this one. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the shot.
Hard to find better leadership than Paul Tatum here in the G League.
Very few NBA teams have veterans that won a ring, and the Mad Ants are very fortunate to have the expertise of Tatum, who has been at the top of the sport before.
Here's Ellis. 10 points for him.
And the comparisons to Kyle Lowry are understandable because Ellis is good at finishing on the drive, and Lowry has made a career off of that.
Now here's AI. And there's the foul. It'll go on Ellis. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The first free throw is good.
And Brian, really, what a whirlwind past few days it must have been for AI.
Comes in from China, gets his bearings in LA, and is immediately traded over to Fort Wayne. Hard for any player to be at their best after going through so many changes in such a short span.
Now here's Ellis. He's got 12. Outside Jones. Middleton. Young with the steal. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Tatum. Here's AI. Great D that time from Sheldon Middleton. Bishop right side. Tipped away. Young with the steal. And stolen by Ellis. Bishop. And he gets it to go.
They've been the hotter team in the first half so far, guys.
Well, they've been grinding, working for those high percentage shots, and it's been paying off for them.
And let's see if this success continues to go as we get longer into this game.
And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Swarm out in front, up by 15. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter going. Well, it's been a one-sided affair through the first 2 quarters, but there is plenty of time to mount a comeback. We're seeing a tremendous game from Jackson Ellis.
His ability to disrupt passes and getting a hand on the ball and forcing turnovers and steals has been excellent in this one.
A jitterbug or maybe a gnat with how much of a nuisance he was for the opposing ball handlers. Great defense from him.
And the one knock on Young. As talented as he is, he seems to get wrapped up in his own numbers.
He could be so much better than he is if he didn't worry about how many points he was putting up. Hopefully that is something he matures out of.
Now here's Ellis. He's got 12. AI, he's guarded by Ellis. AI, no good. And here's Greensboro.
Beyond the catchy name of Smoke and Mirrors, both Ellis and ATM are known trash talkers.
Yeah, they will get in your face and let you have it if you can't slow them down. Part of dealing with the duo is just putting up with all the trash they're going to send your way.
And that's part of what makes them so good.
Now here's Schrader. Pass to Ellis. On the wing, Ben Bishop. Guarded by Young. Clock at 4. Launches a 3. And the Swarm hit again from deep.
Boy, Ellis has that look in his eye tonight. He's got it all working, and nobody likes sticking it to an opponent more than this fella.
And the Mad Ants call time here.
Nice game. Great performance by Jackson Ellis.
He just keeps drilling the big shots. They need to design a way to get the ball out of his hands, either with a double team, a triple team, something.
Well, the G League the last few years has increased the competitive level. Fair to say?
Oh, absolutely fair to say. Look, the NBA has been investing more and more into making the G League a true stepping stone for players who are on the verge of being NBA caliber, but they're just not quite there yet.
Now here's Ellis.
15 points in the game.
Pass to Middleton. From downtown, the basket's good off the assist from Jackson Ellis.
And this is Middleton's shot. Today's game is all about the three ball, and he's a threat from there.
Now here's AI. He's covered by Schrader.
Here's AI. No good there. And Greensboro will go the other way with it. Well, so much of this offense is based on smoke and mirrors. And if you can stop them, you slow up the whole team.
Yeah, but that's a lot easier said than done. ATM and Ellis have found success by going with what works for them. And if you take away one option from them, they're just going to find another way to hurt you.
Tatum, Middleton defending. Back to Young. Pass to AI. And there's the foul. It'll go on Ellis.
That's his third foul of the game. A big group substitution here for Greensboro.
Substitution on the board.
Here's Daniels. The basket drops and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
A long-time fans of the team know Coach Keller, he's very fair to his players.
Yeah, and he preaches three things, Tim: discipline, control, and respect. Seems a bit of an old-school approach nowadays, but it's a hit with the team and the fans of the Mad Ants.
And we just love Coach Keller. He's great.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Indra.
And stolen by AI.
And Daniels gets it to go.
And it's all about effort. That's the one thing you can control. Daniels is gifted at getting down the floor and capitalizing in transition.
Now here's Goodwin. Here's Indra. Here's Aslanoglu.
That one wide left.
To the paint. Here's AI. Pass to Trigg. And stolen by Zadirko. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. White with the ball. Daniels covering. Clock at 6. Here's White. And Aslanoglu is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And it's the Swarm ball. 17 points was their biggest margin. Pass to Ellis. Back to Bishop.
And there's the 3-second violation.
Mad Ants ball.
And here is AI. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. And there's the foul. It'll go on Ellis.
That will get him his fourth foul of the game.
Swarm on D, leading by 12. Stolen by Jackson Ellis.
Well, a tale of two halves for him as far as taking care of the basketball. Immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second.
He might be a crowd pleaser offensively, but Ellis's defense is what the scouts like to see. Look at him start the break with that steal.
And here's AI outside.
He can't get anything to drop, and the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try to shoot his way out of.
I'm sure his teammates would agree with that, Tim. Last thing they want to see him doing is shooting it more.
I think he had some coaches that felt the same way. And they are just killing them with the three-point shot here in the second half.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. They are fully stretched out there trying to stop the three and still haven't been able to do it.
I don't know defensively what they can do different at this point.
Now here's Middleton. And the foul called on AI. That's his third foul so far. It's stolen by Paul Tatum.
Tatum spent a good amount of time in the NBA, and you can see it with his approach to the game.
Yeah, a decade in the NBA means so much, and it's something that never leaves you. Trust me, I've been there. And Tatum knows what it takes to succeed at the highest level, and that means as much, if not more, than youth in the game of basketball.
Now here's Bishop. Middleton.
Outside Jones. Just 5 to shoot.
Ellis, covered by AI, cans it from downtown.
That just adds to what's probably already an insurmountable lead. I think they'll be leaving here with a win.
Yeah, hard to imagine any other outcome than the one that's staring us right in the face.
Pass to Randolph. On the wing, Paul Tatum. Young. Trigg a screen. That's tipped. Stolen by Jackson Ellis. Bishop outside. Here's Middleton. Shot clock at 6.
And foul called as he misses and will shoot 2 free throws.
It's going to go on Connor Trigg.
Well, most know Sheldon Middleton as 8.
Pass to Madison. Magic Calderon on the wing. And here is Madison. They set the screen. And the foul on Zadirko. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution on the court.
That's tipped. Now AI, 5 on the clock. Fires high post.
The rebound by Zadirko. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock.
High post, Andre Payton. Pass to Indra. And here's Zadirko, defended by Madison. Now White. And out of bounds, the Mad Ants will take it.
Substitution on the court.
Daniels outside. And the Swarm come away with the road win. Tough game from both Greensboro and Fort Wayne.
I know the Mad Ants wanted to get a win in the debut of AI, but ATM and Jackson Ellis had other plans and managed to steal the show in the game.
It's just so difficult to slow down the Swarm when they're clicking on all cylinders. Nice to see the first minutes from AI, though, even if it was in a loss.
Well, that's going to wrap it up for us tonight. On behalf of Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, I'm Blake Suniga saying thank you for joining us for this presentation of the G League. Good night.
That's
got
just
plenty of
him.
time. Hey, let me get at you real quick.
Yeah.
Yo, listen. Respect. All right, you got me tonight. But remember, we only getting started.
Exactly. Now that you just seen your place in the back seat, everything should be solid from here on out, right?
So it's like that?
Yeah, it's like that. It's not complicated. Or if I say it in Chinese, would it be more clear?
Man, what's your problem with me, man?
whoa,
What you want to
hey,
do,
whoa,
huh?
guys!
What?
Man, hold on. It's almost like you make it too easy. Look at your boy. Look at his face. Look at him.
You good? Yeah, I'm fine.
Two breaded pork tenderloins.
Thanks, Joe. Do I still think about it? Yeah, of course I still think about getting that mid-season.
Here we go, check. Ball's in. Ball's in. Zero to six. Check up. Ball's in. Zero to seven. Check. Go. Ball's live. 7-0. 7-1. Here we go, check. 7-1. One, 7. Seven to 1. 7-2. Check up. Here we go. Ball's live. Two, big. Check up. Two to 10.
really need to be there the whole time?
Oh, this is so bogus. We already have 3 road games coming up. Now we got to deal with this?
What's going on?
Directions to the Indiana State Fair. Charity booth again. Coach says we gotta take shifts, man, to meet and greet.
Says we're with the Pacers group.
Dude, we'll be lucky to get near the cheerleading section. They do this every year. The Pacers get a choice position between the Ferris wheel and the Gravitron. They stick us at the end of the corn maze.
I mean, it could be fun. You know, meet with some local fans, make some new ones. All my time in Shanghai, I never even left my apartment.
Fairgrounds are nowhere near Shanghai, man.
I know. No fried chocolate brownies in China.
Hey, who are you and what have you done with AI?
State Fair, right, guys? Isn't this fun? This is so fun. Oh, I'm having the best time. All right, step right up and get your picture taken with the Mad Ants. The Mad Ants, right here. Okay, don't worry, guys. Stay positive. We'll get some takers. We'll get some takers. Anybody want a picture with the Mad Ants? No? Okay, that's not cool. Okay, be quiet. I think I hear somebody in the corn stalks.
Oh, no, it's just a nest of rabbits, Coach. I've been fooled twice already.
Rabbits? Really? How'd they find their way out of the maze? Hey, you know what? You're starting to bum me out with that negative attitude, eh? I think you gotta look on the bright side. We're all having fun here.
Speaking of which, Coach, no one's come out of that maze for like 2 hours. Is there a point we should be, like, worried?
Oh, people can get out of there. I mean, I was stuck in there one time for 24, 48 hours, but eventually I ate my way out of there. You can eat as much corn as you want. That's the cool thing. Hey, maybe that's something we could all do. We could all go in there as like a team building exercise, right? Wouldn't that be fun? Where's Howie and Paul?
I think they went up front to see how much longer until the fair was over.
Until the fair's over? Until the fair's over? Okay, now listen up! I'm sick and tired of people asking when the fair's gonna be over. We're all here to have fun. I'm having a great time. We should all be having a great time. Sorry. Shouldn't have yelled. Should not have yelled. Hey, AI, here come some people. All right, put your smiles on. Let's get some pictures. Go on, you're up.
Yes, sir.
Sorry I yelled at you.
Ooh, hey, they said that there was a deep fried butter booth around here.
Oh, yeah, I'm here.
Hey, guys, did you want a picture?
Yes. Oh my God,
All
that'd
right.
be so amazing.
Let's do it.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Here,
Here
let's
you go.
bring it in. Come on.
Yeah, like from over there would be really great.
Oh,
Thanks.
just
This is
you
my
guys.
good side. Wait, no, this side. Okay. Hashtag corners.
Hashtag grateful.
Got it.
Oh my God, thank you.
Oh, don't use a filter. That makes my face look like old carpet.
Oh, that's not the filter.
Oh.
Yeah, you're...
Yeah, real funny. I'm not talking to anyone for the rest of the day.
Oh, come on, man. Look at it like this. If we lose tomorrow, it'll only be the second most embarrassing thing to happen to you this week.
Really, Coach?
Little help there, big fella? Wow. Nice throw. Crisp chest pass. Old school. I like that. I like that. Now, feels like you might have the skills for a little ball.
Nah, man, I'm good.
I know you're good. I can tell. You have the look of a winner. What I'm asking you to do is prove it now and sink some shots. What do you say?
Look, man, I know your moves, okay? Ball rolls to my feet, you get my attention, you flatter me. Look, I appreciate you.
Okay. Look, I can tell you're a man of uncommon intelligence and savvy, so for you, my best deal. Check it out. $3, 4 balls.
Thank you, man.
Oh, come on, man. Get a prize. The girl you're trying to impress here.
You heard him. Impress me.
Uh-oh, the gauntlet is thrown.
You want me to sink some shots, huh?
Mainly, I'm just trying to score that stuffed elephant that's hanging on that back wall there.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You sure it's, not the green one? I mean, I know it's smaller, but I don't know. Something about those eyes.
Okay. I kind of see it. There's something there. An underdog. Let's get it.
Okay, great. You got to sink 4 shots in a row twice to get that one.
Oh. Oh, it's such a tall order. I don't know. What do you think?
If I didn't know any better, I'd say y'all were working me for both sides.
The shot clock's ticking.
Let's both shoot. When we shoot together, then, she gets the green one. Does that work for you?
In the name of love, here we go.
All right, all right.
One down for the lady.
Not bad. Back to me then.
And the gentleman gets on the board.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
We've got a player here.
Okay. I see you.
Another one for the gentleman. And the lady keeps the pressure on.
She certainly does.
Okay. Pressure's on me now.
Coming down to the wire here. And the lady holds up her end of the bargain. What will the gentleman do with his last shot?
Guess it's down to me. I make this one and you get the big prize.
Oh.
Here we go.
Woo! Slick moves, kid. But this one's got the real shot. Nice work.
Actually could be better than mine. And it's my job to make those, even when I'm nervous.
I'm thinking less about the nerves and more about the elbow flare on your release.
Oh, okay, so you are a ringer then.
I mean, let's just say I'm a firm believer in the fundamentals.
All right, see, that sounds like something that only a player would say. So what's the real resume here? Huh?
I was a starter in high school and bench warmer in college, which coincidentally is also the name of my still unwritten memoir. What about you? What's making the shots a part of my job thing?
I'm a Mad Ant. It's the local basketball team in the G League.
Yeah, no, I'm aware of them. I've been to a couple games. I just, yeah, I don't recall reading about how the Ants were signing a player with frayed nerves, though.
Okay, shots fired. Wow, throwing shade at a total stranger on day one. Okay, I see you.
My friends and enemies call me Nikki.
AI, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Whoa, 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 where have you been, Smiler, huh? Playing carnival games?
Yeah, everyone was saying you needed some alone time after Coach cut through your paper-thin skin. Oh, their words.
All right, for your information, gentlemen, you were looking at a man who has just secured a date.
Oh, no! With a carny?
No, not with...
Oh, you don't want to mess with that, man. They're transients, squatters, and they know how to work the fringes of the law. You can't get rid of them,
All right, I
trust
promise, one of these days, you're going to make a joke worth laughing at, Howie. I promise you. I'm going to shake your hand when you do.
Yeah, I don't think it was a joke.
Yeah, let's just call it a cautionary tale.
Hey, Zach. It's Zach, right?
Yeah, AI.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Dude.
Good to see you.
So right after you left, I got to thinking, what if I could cut together some clips from some of your sickest plays over the last couple of years and make a sizzle reel? Now, there's not a whole lot online, but I was able to track some down. What do you think?
Oh. Man, where did you find all this?
Man, I just told you I made it.
Wait, you made this just since we met at lunch?
Yeah, it doesn't take long. Rip some clips, editing software, add some music, done.
And you can put all this on social media?
I can make this set fire to social media, like crash sites. Maybe not actually do that, you know. I have this problem with overpromising. I'm trying to catch myself when I start to do it. But we're doing pretty good so far, man. 1,500 retweets already.
People are taking notice.
We're gonna make them take notice, dude. You give me a couple days.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, would you like to be my new social media rep?
Full time?
I mean, don't get ahead of yourself. Also, I can't get ahead of myself since I can't really afford full time, so...
Hey, no worries. I'm gonna be working all the time anyway.
All right, well, come to the game tomorrow then.
I will be there, and maybe try and hit some stuff to help me diversify the reel, like assists. Maybe a triple-double?
I'll see what I can do.
All right.
All right, baby.
Hey, come to the corn maze with me. Yeah, I hear it's a totally different experience if you go through the exit and the corn's kind of looking away from you.
How young?
It's very, very awesome. Come on. Tay-Tay, you come too. You can come.
Oh, he did not just call me Tay-Tay.
come around and rock it.
Of getting done, I will spit it.
Surprised you made it on time.
Always on time, baby. Gotta make sure I'm ready to put on a show for the fans.
I just figured your new PR guy. Have you doing a couple radio shows and TV shows this afternoon, talking yourself up.
Oh, man. Look who just rented a condo in your headspace. Hey, look, if you're not careful, I might just buy the whole building.
Okay, so you got jokes, huh? You ever get tired of hearing your whole hustle?
There it is. My first down payment.
So it's all you now, huh? Just you and baby Zuckerberg?
Zach's on all the Mad Ants, all right? This exposure's good for all of us. We all win.
The Mad Ants aren't going anywhere. He needs to just focus on looks from the league. Everything else is a waste of time.
So what, you think that he's going to help you with the scouts, too?
I know he's going to help you.
Welcome, everyone, to Fort Wayne, Indiana. We have another great G League matchup for you tonight between the Mad Ants and the Long Island Nets. I'm Blake Suniga alongside my good friends Tim Swartz and Brian Banafatemi. Tim, what do you make of this matchup?
Well, we have some great stars to watch in this game as Marcus Young and recent addition AI will look to carry the weight against a very tough Long Island team.
And we'll look to see how he adjusts to the G League.
And of course, the Nets are led by the Romanian big man, Vlad the Impaler. He's the type of big man that can just take over a game.
A lot of storylines to follow in this matchup. It should be a fun one.
And for Long Island, Vlad is the star of the team, but to top to bottom, they have talent.
Absolutely. They provide a tough matchup for teams because they can run so many sets from inside and out. Reminds me a little bit of how the Denver Nuggets are constructed.
Yeah, great point, Brian. It makes it so easy for your teammate when you can lead him to the rim that well with a pass.
Pass to Tatum.
And so it looks like the Mad Ants will retain possession here.
A nice play to get a hand to that pass and tip it out of bounds.
He was just a hair away from coming up with the steal there.
So close.
Trigger screen. And the basket by Young.
And with Marcus Young, perhaps the first thing you notice about him is the killer instinct on the court.
Young is a player that is always looking to exploit a weakness or a catch a defender slipping up. Sometimes he'll get too focused on that aspect of the game, but I'd say it's worked well for him so far.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
A signature move.
And he does it as well as anyone. I mean, just tremendous skill in the air.
Outside Kelsey. To the inside, Nelson.
And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Looking good so far. Made all 4 of their shots to get it going.
And his first trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And you can see Nelson knows who he is. A confident shooting guard who brings an edge to both ends.
And when Young is on the floor, you know he is going to be a threat to score.
Offense just comes so easy to Young, and he knows it. You hope he finds a way to expand his game, but when you need a bucket, he is such a good option to have.
And Andre Haji gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Outside Young. And there's the pick. Lets it go from the wing. And that one good. One thing you have to admire about Coach Keller is his commitment to having the team stay involved with the community.
When you create an atmosphere like that within a locker room and the surrounding city, you get more than the sum of your parts. Keller inspires his players by really making what they do larger than the results on the floor.
Outside Andrews. Over Tatum. And that one's good. Andrews.
Solid mechanics on the jump shot, Andrews. This is why his coaches encourage him to shoot.
Back to Young. Trigger screen. Goes up from the top of the key. That one off the back iron and out.
Good little two-man game there, but couldn't get it to go.
I wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to that play, though. That was a beauty, and he was the beast.
And the head coach of the Mad Ants, Gordon Keller. He's a back-to-the-basics kind of coach. He's going to drill the fundamentals and accountability to this Mad Ants roster from the first whistle to the final horn.
Now here's Andrews. Pass to Haji. Nelson. It's Robert Andrews on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Robert Andrews slams it in.
And these dunks demonstrate how powerful Andrews can be. His teammates like seeing him slam it.
And Coach Keller not one to mince words with what he expects.
Absolutely not. If you're playing for Coach Keller, you're going to be sound fundamentally. And that structure he brings is crucial for players in the G League who are really looking to shore up their game.
Well, it has been said time and time again, but it doesn't make it any less true. The state of Indiana loves their basketball.
And it's one reason why a team like the Mad Ants can have such a devoted fan base. It goes across the entire state.
It's in everyone's DNA. Timeout called, the Nets.
It looks like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting, and it's going to take a little time to talk it over.
Yeah, and never a bad idea to use a timeout if there's something that's got you concerned.
Now here's Russell. They double him with AI. To the middle. Nice shot by James.
There's a pattern taking shape. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Yeah, 4 of their last 5 baskets have been of exactly that variety.
Howie Carter, not the most impactful player on the floor for the Mad Ants, but he is a valuable member of the team.
Oh, absolutely. He can give them a spark on occasion, but he's one of those glue guys. Fantastic chemistry with the rest of the team, and he just knows his role.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Fresh. James. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now. I mean, there's more holes in their defense than in a block of Swiss cheese.
Man, you just made me hungry, but that's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were in tight. They've established themselves inside. Where's the cheese?
Even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Yeah, as a coach, you can't stand seeing him have that much space to get his shot off.
And AI and the rest of the Mad Ants were involved in some community work recently. They had a booth at the State Fair.
You just have to love that the team is willing to take time and meet fans on an individual basis by having a booth at the fair. It just takes a day for the players, but goes a long way in developing ties with the community.
And so the first quarter in the books. Nets out in front, leading by 9. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter.
Upcoming games at the ticket booth or on our website.
And we'll see if we're in store. Some changes for Long Island.
At the line for your Mad Ants, Scooter Randolph. 1 shot.
And the free throw, no good.
And Andre Hadji, better known as Vlad the Impaler, he is a handful of a center. Does everything you want from a big man, including scoring, defense, and setting up others on the offensive end. Not much resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic. In fact, I'll just say it, they are automatic.
Back to AI. The 3 won't fall. And about 3 minutes played now in this second quarter. And the foul called on AI. That is his first foul of the game. The Nets making a switch here.
AI. That's his first personal foul.
Here's Andrews. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Good on the bucket.
Wow. I mean, come on, that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, it's just nowhere to be found.
Who are you to be criticizing defense, Tim? But anyways, look, they have to start committing more bodies down low.
At least I played some.
Oh, come on, I played too.
The 3 from Marcus Young. Nails the triple.
Have to protect the perimeter, especially when Young is looking to shoot from 3.
Knocked away. Pass to Hadji. Lays it up and banks it in.
And with Vlad the Impaler, they really run the offense through him.
Every set this team has makes the best use of having an elite center in the middle. Hadji is a great presence on the floor, and it's no surprise they built the offense around him.
Outside Kelsey. Takes the 13-footer, and it's Long Island with another.
They own the paint right now, 10 straight coming from the inside.
They are constantly finding lanes to the hoop, getting great looks in tight.
Back to Young. Screen by Grace. And the Mad Ants, another three.
Young, he's really maturing as a player, finding all the different ways to score. Uses the screen perfectly to free himself up.
Pass to Haji. The fader. Score the basket, his fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
Really uses his height there.
Yeah, and he had the nice soft touch on it, too.
Got to respect the big man.
Outside Young. Screen by Grace. Takes the three. And the Mad Ants, another three.
This is the kind of awareness you love seeing from Young, making more of an effort to pass it.
And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Nets out in front. They lead by 13. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after.
Tonight's event will be ejected from the game and prohibited from attending any further event.
Welcome back to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the final 2 quarters. Young has been sensational.
He is seeing the court so well tonight. I mean, he made some phenomenal passes in that first half.
And they say he's not a playmaker, but you could have fooled me with the way he's performing.
Andrews with it. And that's a foul called on Randolph. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
And the Nets with possession here. Joseph can't get it to go.
Well, I'm not sure, Brian, if you caught the local news, but apparently some of the Mad Ant players played a pickup with some of the locals.
Yeah, a sight to see for sure. I believe it was AI and Tatum in a 2-on-2 game. You know, small things like that are what makes this team so endeared in Fort Wayne.
Yeah, they really love him out here.
Pass to Andrews. Haji, Trigg defending. Haji down low. Trigg's there. Haji, good.
Their interior defense has been dismal. I mean, do I need to check in and show them how it's done?
Oh, you played no defense, but that team, they're losing the battle in the paint.
Timeout called the Mad Ants.
He saw too many easy buckets coming from inside and wanted to put a stop to it.
I would think so. I would think so. If they keep giving up the kind of easy looks inside that they have been, they're in big trouble, Tim.
And they've got to change something up. Let's see what they do.
Tatum outside. Pass to AI. Here's Trigg. Magic Calderon on the wing. AI. And we're about 1.5 minutes here into the second half. Another miss by AI.
Those have been some terrible shot choices, Blake. That was not good at all.
Down low. Here's Nelson. And he drops in the layup off glass.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking that rim, Brian.
That's right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other.
Trigg a screen. Here's Tatum. It's rebounded by Haji.
A solid performance inside. You know, their rebounding, it's been terrific.
They're putting together a great game, aren't they? Strong performances throughout, and they've just been strong on the glass.
And it sets a tone.
They've had a solid start to the second half offensively, gotten good looks, and hit 3 of 4 of them.
Pass to Trigg. AI. And the jumper falls for him.
You know how things get around here in Fort Wayne. When the Mad Ants play, the entire city pays attention. The whole city shuts down as they love to support their local G League chapter.
Now a timeout called by Long Island. And you can see the respect and commitment both the fans and the Mad Ants show each other.
Yeah, it's great to see, and a lot of G League teams might not get the recognition they deserve around the country. Well, look, that is not the case here in Indiana. The Mad Ants are the story around these parts. Very passionate fans who really love this team.
I mean, Indiana loves their basketball.
Yeah, no doubt.
Pass to Campbell. And the foul called on AI. That will be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul.
And the Nets with possession here. It's a 16-point game. Here's Fresh. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Pass to Trigg. Now AI shoots. The rebound by Mack.
Well, if the shot's not there for you, you've got to be the guy to recognize that.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset was there, but that was not a good shot. I don't care how you look at it.
Here's Daniels. Lays it up and banks it in.
Absolute fearlessness inside. Love seeing Daniels exert his will when he's this close to the basket.
Pass to James. Russell, defended by Carter. Now here's Russell. Defense is right there. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
I've really liked their activity in the post today. Their movement down low has just been great.
Exactly. They've generated easy opportunities inside.
Outside Carter. Trigg a screen. Shot off the pick. And it's Carter missing.
You got to give them credit for the job they've done on the boards.
Well, guys, they've done a lot of things well, but their rebounding is right at the top of the list.
Here's Calderon. The three-pointer, no good.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
Now here's Russell, defended by Carter. And Mucci fresh with the slam.
He made that pass to a spot and let his teammate run right into it.
And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to AI. Another shot, and it's Carter missing.
That's too easy a chance to miss, guys. He's got to be more aggressive on his finishes.
2 points, Mucci Fresh.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Nets. And we welcome you back as we get going into the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Pass to Fresh. Out of bounds, Nets ball as Long Island keeps possession.
Nets ball.
Odom, covered by Boss. And here is Odom. They set the pick. And not sure what he was thinking there.
And of course, AI, a name that might sound familiar to college hoops fans. Had a good run, a big game in the Sweet 16, but ultimately the team came up just short. Still, showed some great potential in what was his final year.
And he'll shoot free throws. Clearly fouled on the shot that time. The whistle blows.
From what I've heard, nobody on this team works harder than Trigg. He is doing everything he can.
Substitution on the court.
It's stolen by Trigg. Here's Randolph. And foul called as he misses and will shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Mad Ants.
First one falls for him.
Taking 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Now here's Kelsey. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth quarter of this one. To the inside. Here's Haji. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots coming up.
You know, he possesses sort of a throwback game for a big man. Haji is most comfortable operating close to the basket.
At the line for the Nets, Andre Haji, taking 2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Young. Pass to Trigg. Here's Randolph. Haji covering. Back to Trigg. Outside Young. Here's AI. There's a screen. And that one goes long. Now here's Kelsey. Haji. Over Trigg. Haji's shot's good.
And this is all you can do. When Haji makes this shot, you just got to tip your cap to him.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in this fourth quarter. Here's Young. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And the first one drops.
Yeah, you know,
Final horn, and the Long Island Nets get the road win. A huge victory for them as they continue to show well on the road.
when you have a player like Vlad the Impaler drawing so much attention from the defense, it just makes life easy for the rest of the team. The Nets were able to capitalize on that tonight.
And it was all going to come down to whether or not AI and Young could keep up with the scoring of the Nets. But unfortunately for the Mad Ants, they just ran out of gas, and they need to fuel up.
A tough loss for Fort Wayne, but they'll look to bounce back next time out. For Tim, Brian, and the rest of the crew, I'm Blake Suniga, signing off. Thanks for watching, everyone.
What's your name? You're working hard, right? Fighting?
Yeah, but I keep slamming into this wall.
Why?
I don't know. I'm doing everything right. I keep my head down. I grind.
But you're still hitting that wall. So climb over it. Find your way around it. Dig a tunnel underneath it. Do not think about this wall as a barrier. Think about it as a question.
What's the question?
When I was a little kid, I wanted a big sounding job, right? Just like everybody else. I wanted to be a doctor, lawyer, president.
Astronaut. I wanted to be an astronaut.
Right. But then I got older, and my heart told me something else. Words. I loved how they sounded when I gave them context, purpose. I knew I wanted to be great at it. And everyone told me that it was impossible because of the barriers, right? I'm a female. The odds, the competition, I'd never be able to make it as a living. And unfortunately, they were right. Every single door that I knocked on was slammed in my face.
But you knew they were wrong.
I knew that I could write. But I had to think about why I was being rejected. What were my flaws? Regroup, rethink.
You went over that wall.
I built a ladder.
So, what happened?
Oh, it all fell apart, and now I just troll around at carnivals looking for stuffed animals to complete my collection.
Oh, right. See, that's impossible. Can't be done.
No, now I have a great career, and it pays me enough that it's my only job, and it continues to grow. I am a sports writer and owner of Wayne Hoops HQ.
Wait, Wayne, that's you? that's amazing. I read you like all the time. I always thought you were a guy.
Oh, okay, because girls can't write about sports?
Nah, the exact opposite. I always thought it was written by a dude named Wayne.
No, I'm just messing with you.
Okay.
I get that all the time.
Yeah, your piece about Ben Simmons' development as a passer, man, I read that like 50 times.
Thank you. Yeah. I did feel like going out with you was kind of touchy territory and crossing a line, so I kind of wanted to see how this went before I told you about it. What I do is very important to me, so anything that could call that into question is a red line.
Yeah, I totally get that.
I want to get you something before you leave.
Okay. Oh no.
Yeah,
What is,
company on your walk home.
Thank you. Thank you for this giant elephant.
No, you won't look creepy at all. Just tall guy, his stuffed animal.
I know exactly where this is going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where?
Rhymes with ash can? Yo, it's your boy AI coming at you from Fort Wayne, Indiana, all by way of China and the Shanghai Bears. What's up to my people out there? What's up, Wei? What's up, Zhang? What's up, Coach? Hey, Corey Harris, I'm coming for you, man. I'm not gonna take it easy on you, but man, we're gonna have a good time, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be good. How was that?
Not magic, but it works. Yeah, it works really well actually. It's real. It's unfiltered, you know? It's gonna give me something to cut into the gameplay so that people get to know the real you.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't know, man. Like, I don't want to come off like I'm just trying too hard to promote me only. I want my game to speak first.
Your game is gonna speak for you, man. I'm gonna speak for you. There's nothing wrong with having a couple more voices in the room.
Look, hey, you gotta keep your wrist loose, all right? You're shooting too flat.
What do you care how I shoot? You're the one with the game coming up.
I know. Look, one more time, okay? Wrist loose, elbow in. Woo! That's right, baby. Feels good, right?
It does.
Hey, so, you think I screwed up with Nikki?
What, on that date?
Yeah. I think that she thinks I'm nervous around her now since she's a reporter.
Are you nervous?
Well, maybe, I guess, but, I mean, it's not like because she's a blogger. I mean, I think about her all the time, like, she's in my head, man. Like, it's actually kind of nice. You know, it feels right. It feels like something's happening.
Wow. It's the unflappable AI finally getting butterflies.
I mean, I don't know, man. It's just, it's kind of like what Paul was saying about the city. Like, I've had girlfriends before, but not like this. Something about her just makes me feel like I'm home.
What? We open on the two of you driving through Amish country. You're going through one of those covered bridges. New idea. Yeah, you're wearing those hats and overalls. Yeah. You open it up on the two-lane blacktop. You see those rows of corn going by. She's looking at you, and you can see it in her eyes. This is good, man. I can sell this. What are you doing this weekend?
All right, let's reel it in, Zach. Let's reel it in. All right, let's sell the game. Okay, let's focus on the game.
There's no line anymore, AI. It's all the same brand. You want to get to the next level? This is what you have to do.
Let's keep it at the game for now, okay, man?
That's not enough.
Well, it has to be. Okay? For now?
Fine. Yeah, for now.